Are you having a problem with the Xtool D1's latest firmware update? Well, you're not alone. Here's the problem, and as of right now, there's no way to fix it. This video is for everybody that's having a problem with the Xtool D1 and the most recent firmware update. Basically what's been going on is people have been updating the firmware and either the software isn't having it or the machine's not having it. I'm not sure which. We posted this onto the Xtool forum, which this is where I'm going to put this video, by the way, and their response was to flip the switch. Well, that doesn't work. So I'm going to demonstrate for you. Here's my machine in this video here. You have this switch here, which is your firmware switch. I believe in that position it's supposed to be normal, and in this position it will upload the firmware. So we're going to start off there. I'm actually going to power my machine down so it can start fresh. So I'm going to turn my machine back on, and we're going to open up laserbox basic. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is make sure there's no updates for the software. It says latest version is already installed, so there's no software updates. Okay. Next, we're going to check for a firmware update. Gotta select the device. Mine's on COM3. Connect. And here I get a message that says my current firmware is version 0.0.0 B9, and the newest firmware is V40.30.003.01 B9. So that clearly tells me right now that there's something wrong. This should not be 0. I've updated the software or the firmware in the past. Now, to be honest, I use Lightburn. Basically, I don't touch laserbox that much, so I was not aware of any issues at all until somebody posted it on the forums. But I wanted to try to help people, so I'm doing this video, and this is what's going on. I'm getting the same problem. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to hit Update Now. Now notice that the switch is in the incorrect position, so this will fail. All right, so it failed. It even says that the current firmware is this, okay? But now watch this. If I now go back and check for firmware, okay, we get the same thing. All right, so I'm going to get out of this. We're going to go ahead and close Lightbox again. I'm going to turn off my machine. I'm going to move the switch to the correct position. I'm going to turn the machine back on. Reopen laserbox. COM3, connect. Now, same message, right? Okay, so we're going to update. Okay, so with the switch in the correct position this time, we can see it says that it updated fine, right? We'll click OK. We will go into here. We will check firmware on here. Laserbox 3. And it says it's fine, right? So we're good to go, right? So I'm going to power off my machine again. Now we know that with the switch in this position, it says it's correct. I'm going to move it back to the non-programming position, which we proved because it didn't work in this position. And I'm going to turn this back on. We're going to go into here, check firmware, COM3. Says it's already installed. Great. So we're good to go, right? Well, now, if we go ahead and we close laserbox, and we will reopen laserbox again, if I can click on it, hang on, it's opening. Okay, so now we go back to here, check for firmware, laserbox.com, connect, and we are right back where we started. Okay, now just to be absolutely sure, I'm going to get out of this. We're going to flip the switch the other way again. So now it's in the position it would be if it was going to be programmed. We're going to check for firmware. Laserbox, connect. It says it's already installed. Okay. What if we... Now, I believe I did this in the first place. Check for firmware. Laserbox, connect. It says it's not installed. So with the switch in the same position, once you restart laserbox, it no longer thinks it's installed. Okay? If I switch it back, go look again. Now it thinks it's installed again. So what's going on? Just for curiosity, I haven't tried this yet. If I try to check it again. Okay, so it thinks it's installed. However, if I close laserbox, reopen it, check for firmware, now it's not installed. So something is not right somewhere. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's in the software or if it's in the machine. I tend to think maybe there's something to do with the software that's checking the update. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, for the support people to figure out, because I don't know how their system's working. I just know with this switch in either spot, it will say it's failed after you close Lightburn. So that's what's going on. I hope this helps somebody. Particularly support, fix the issue.